Hello, everyone. I'm Kathy from Kathy Creates, where I try to inspire you to create. Tonight, I am coming to you live both on my page and the Craft Around the Clock page for my segment. Let me get us pulled up here, and we're going to get right to work because we have a lot to do. So tonight, I am using my Sweet Summertime kit. I think I showed it to you guys last week or maybe the week before. There, I think I can see the comments. Okay, so when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Tell me all the things. How was your day? How's your weather? Are you experiencing the smoke from the Canadian forest fires like we are? Friday, our air quality is supposed to be pretty bad, so we're supposed to stay inside. So, hello, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you being here. So, all right. So, here's what we got going on. We are going to see someone else hopping in. Welcome, welcome, ladies. And there's my mom. My mom is commenting as Kathy Creates. Hello, Tina. Welcome, welcome. All right. So when you get here, say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know how your day's been. I do have timers set. If you're new to my page, what that means is I do happy mail drawings once a month. And I collect names all through the month. I set timers during my lives. You can just comment, and when I look over, when the timer goes off, whoever's name I see is the one that gets the entry to Happy Mail. Okay, I see my necklaces are all twisted up, but we're just going to leave them. Okay, so let's get started. Hello, Juanita Brown. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. So this is our kit that I'm going to be using from, it's our Sweet Summertime Watermelon kit. It's great. It's very versatile. You can do different things. So what I wanted to show you is we're going to do the watermelon out of this paper. This came from Hobby Lobby. It's supposed to be a red and white polka dot, but to me it's almost like a little more hot pinkish. So we're going to go with that as the hot pinkish color. I did find some paint that matches it pretty darn close, as you can see. So, excuse me, pardon my voice. And then for the rind of the watermelon, I had this piece of scrapbook paper, and this is from, I left this out for you guys. It's called Key West, and I believe I got this pad at Michael's last year, so I'm not sure they still have them. I believe that's where this one came from. It just had a lot of really bright, fun prints in it, as you can see. There's some really pretty ones. That one actually almost looks like watermelon. I think it's supposed to be a pear, but kind of looks like watermelon. But anyways, so what I have done already is I have cut out, put that down here. I have already cut out, so this is the kit. This is what the kit would come to you looking like, okay? So you get all these pieces, you get the backer board, you get all the pieces. The pieces all have the sticky back on them. Hello, Miss Tracy. Welcome, welcome, girl. All right, so what we're going to do is I've already cut out. I traced this because I knew this would take some time to cut out all of our little holes for our seeds on our watermelon. And I also cut out our rind out of the green. Okay, so as you can see, I already have that cut. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to set this aside, get our letters off, because I've already painted around. So the round, I painted it white, and if you can see, I penciled in where the little holes for our watermelon seeds, where these holes are, I penciled in on here. Because all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some black paint and kind of just go over those areas. They don't have to be exact because this whole thing's going over the top. So it'll be very easy to do. Then what I'm also going to do is, let me set these aside. We don't need those because I've already cut that. I am going to go ahead and put this on tape before I lose that dot, to dot my I. So we're going to put these on. I'm going to kind of overlap. Well, I think I've got room. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Because we're going to paint those a certain color. Okay, so I'm setting that aside for now. Okay, so we're going to work on our round first. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I already measured down, and I think it was 2 1/4 from the holes. Let me measure again just to be sure. So I just go from the bottom of the hole, and where's my mark? There it is. So you can get it straight. I did 2 1/4 for the top line, and then the bottom line I did 4 1/4. We're going to put the words on a stripe. Okay. So we're going to tape that off. It'll give us nice, easy, straight lines. Hello, Linda Martin. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. So I'm going to put my tape. You want it below your line for the bottom one. And you want it, excuse me, above the line for the other one. So make sure you're commenting, ladies. I do have timers set. So keep that in mind if you'd like to be entered into an entry for Happy Mail. Okay. So I've never done this sign this way. I think it's going to be fun. So I'm going to use this green. It's called Pistachio Mint because I thought it matched this paper very, very well. So we're going to use that. Let me grab a plate. All my plates have been really grodied up. So Shabbyology, good evening. Hello, Linda. Welcome, welcome. All right. So we're going to use this Pistachio Mint. Probably need a little more than that. We're going to paint the center of this line because we're going to put our words in the middle of this. I'm just going to quickly paint this. This will paint pretty easily because I did paint my base coat of white already. I just painted the whole thing white. It was easier than trying to section it all off. There was no point to that. And it just makes this part easier. Because my paint won't absorb. It's just going to cover nicely and we're done with the green. Okay. So we can peel this off. Peel this off. Well, maybe. I wrapped it around the back. Okay. So we just have a nice little green stripe right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and paint our black splotches on here, which is just going to look like splotches. We're going to paint our seeds for our watermelon. Now remember, they're already cut out, so I don't need to be exact. I just want to cover those spots. I don't want to get too far above it because we do have a cutout where it looks like you took a bite. Okay? So it looks a little funny right now, but trust the process. It's going to be fine. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Just kind of some splotches. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, so we're kind of done with this for now. So we're going to set that aside, let that dry. We're going to bring our pieces back over. And I've got a paper towel right here. We're going to put these on. We're going to sponge these real quick with this. It's the Wild Berry Deco Art Americana. And I thought it matched the paper pretty well because it's kind of a pinky red because I don't really feel that paper is red. I kind of feel like it's pink. So when I'm doing my letters, I like to dab them with a sponge. I do not go side to side. I go straight up and down. I do not drag because I like to keep my edges clean. Because when you have the laser cut pieces, which is what all these are, they have that nice dark edge to them. And I prefer that. So that's what I'm going with here. And by doing it with the sponge up and down like this, we're going to be able to get that. Now, I have never put this kit together this way, so this is a new one for me as well, but I thought it would be fun, and I thought it would just be different and cute and all the things. I've always done it very, very traditional, very watermelon-y, I guess. Okay. I think we're done with that. We're going to set those aside, and then we're going to work on, I've stuck my fingers right in that green paint. You still haven't opened the monthly? Okay, so all of the ladies, I've gotten notification from all of them that have purchased my kit, my monthly subscription kit. They have all received it. So for you that have already received it, that don't want to know what's in it, this weekend I am going to do a reveal. I will post it and I will say, you don't want to see, spoiler alert, okay? So they will not be for purchase, but it'll give you an idea of what these kits are. Because I know it's kind of hard to buy them sight unseen. So I want you to see what they are. I will show you both the kit, how it's packaged, how it comes, and I will show you a completed project of what it looks like when it's all done. And, each kit will be different, but, they're roughly the same. I shouldn't say they're not roughly the same. That's not the right term. They are all different, but they will all be unique. They will all have wood product in them of some sort from our shop. So it'll be fun. Hello, Teresa. No surprise. Okay, then you're gonna have to watch for the spoiler alert. So make sure you're not tuning into that one, Tracy. I'm planning on Saturday evening, if I get back in time. I have a birthday party I have to go to for one of my great nieces. Well, my only great niece. I have lots of great nephews, but no great nieces. I have one. My little great niece is turning 1. We have her birthday party. Okay. And Teresa, is it Golf Crane? You've just received the first entry for Happy Mail. Let me write this name down without getting my shirt in my Mod Podge. Teresa Golf Crane. Somebody wanted the color, I put on the letters. Okay, that is Wild Berry. Okay, it's Americana Deco Art. Wild Berry. I actually got it on clearance somewhere for 50 cents. I don't remember where. Okay, so we're going to place this on. And both of these are kind of thicker scrapbook paper, so I'm not too worried about wrinkling or anything. We just want to make sure it's adhered down well. And then we're going to sand our edges once we get it a little dry. Hello, Devana. Okay, Teresa, if you're new to my page, what that means is once a month I draw names from my Happy Mail, or I draw a name from my Happy Mail. And that person then receives something fun in the mail from me. So you have one entry so far to my Happy Mail. All right, so we are going to paint this up with some Mod Podge. This one's going to be a little trickier because we're going to have to sand all these little holes. But I did already cut them, so we don't have to wait while I do that because that was a little time consuming. You could probably use the burn method, but that scares me, so I'm not doing it. I'm definitely not doing it live. But if you were to do this, you could do the burn method perhaps. That might make it quicker. Not sure if does the burn method work on scrapbook paper? I know it works on napkins, but does it work on scrapbook paper? I don't know. I've only done it once and it scared me and I just don't like it. So I don't do it. Not my jam. Hello, Stephanie. Tracy says yes, that it does. Okay. I'm just going to line these up so that my holes are all covered or, the way they should be. Okay, and we're going to smooth this down as best we can. It's kind of hard with all these holes. Okay. We have a little bit of glue oozing in our holes, which is going to make it harder to sand. So I think I'm going to try to clean that up a little bit. Hey, Dorothy. Welcome, welcome, lady. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Got a little excess Mod Podge going on here, so let's clean that up a little. All right, so the last thing we have to do, we're going to sand those. We're going to paint this white. Let me move this back over here. Now, normally, something small like this, I would sponge. But since this goes in the middle of this and this, you're not going to see the edge. So I don't care if I get white all over the edge. Let's put that in there. And let's just paint this guy up real quickly. My puppies are barking. I think somebody's here. It's okay. Bob got the door. We are good. Okay. We've got this painted. And again, I don't care about my edges on this because, like I said, it's going to be, you know, the edges are not going to be visible. All right. So let's work on sanding. We got some sanding to do, but let's get that dry real quick. The words say sweet summertime. They're going to go in the middle of that green stripe that we painted. Okay. Yeah, Mom just posted the kit. Oh, Dorothy, I am so sorry. That's terrible. I am so sorry. I'm praying for you guys. All right, so I'm going to use my birthday present. Bob bought me, one of my birthday presents was he bought me this sander and he bought me a bigger one. One of these with the little spongy thing. So, yes. It was perfect birthday present. He's like, I hate buying you craft supplies for your birthday because it's like it's your work. So it's work stuff. And I'm like, but I like that stuff. So. You're going to have a mess on the table when we're done here, but that's okay. I thought this paper was cool for a watermelon because it seems to me like, you know, watermelons have kind of a variegated edge. They're not a solid color. So I thought this would be really cool for our watermelon rind. I was toying with a couple other ones, but this was the one that won. Sorry, I could have done some of this beforehand. My husband's for tools. He laughed. Yeah, I know. I don't have any tools, really. I mean, I have screwdrivers and stuff. My glue gun is probably the most toolish type thing I have. My big Ryobi. I've been looking at, because, we have table saws, we have all the wood things because of our wood shop. So we have all of the big saws and stuff, but those scare me. I'll be real honest. I don't like to use them. Bob uses them, but I'm not a big fan. They scare me. So I've been kind of toying with the idea of getting one of those. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they're like a little mini, I don't know if it's called like a chop saw, but they're little like mini tabletops. It's really small. Okay, so there's our watermelon rind. Look how cute that is. That's going to be perfect. Okay, now this is the one that's going to take some time. Well, we have a drill press. We have a drill. We have several, actually, I think. He does have a drill press out in the garage, which we have used. The thing we don't use is we have a big sander. We're actually looking, I think, to get rid of that. It just takes up space. It's more for large pieces, like if you're going to build furniture, which he thought he was going to do for a while. He enjoys doing that, but the market for that just isn't really there. Nobody wants to pay what they're worth for the amount of time and materials that go into building, good solid wood furniture. So that's why he bought it, but then, yeah, the market's just not there, at least not in our area. And to ship big, heavy furniture would just be not realistic. I'm kind of debating, you know what? I don't think we're going to sand the inside of those. I think they're fine just the way they are. We're going to leave those just the way they are. So let me clean up this mess. You have one of those mini saws? Is it like it's like a little mini table saw, or is it a chop saw? I can't remember exactly what it was, but I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I might want to get one of them. Okay, so we're going to start putting this together a little bit, okay? Let's see if we're dry. We can probably dry a little bit. Yeah, these things are great. Love, 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 love this. This thing makes it quick and easy. And Miss Tracy, hand saws look scary. Yeah, I agree. Tracy, you have the next century. Trying to keep this moving so it doesn't bubble my paint. Okay. I think we're good. So the way this works is this goes down here. I'm just going to kind of center it up. Then this piece is going to go right here. And then this piece, I have the regular saw. Okay. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Okay. So let's go ahead and start. I think we'll start with the big watermelon piece because that is dependent on these. Okay, we want to make sure that it covers it. Now, if you're peeling these off, if you would purchase this kit, sometimes the sticky will try to come up with the backing. All you got to do is rub it back down, put the cover back on it, rub it back down, and it will adhere. Okay, now these are one and done. Once you stick them, they're stuck. Okay, so you don't want to, you want to make sure it's where you want it, or you're going to have a mess. Because if you try to peel it up, it's going to break both pieces. It'll break the backer board. I won't break it, but it'll peel up some of the backer board. And let's get this guy out of our way. Okay, we got our white. Now we're going to put our rind on. And this is really cute. Like I said, I've never done this. I've only ever painted it. I've never done it with scrapbook paper. Okay. Look how stinking cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. This is going to be super, super cute. Okay, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a beaded hanger for it. Normally I just do a twine hanger, but we're going all out. We got time. We're going to do extra stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, there's the kit. Mom just posted it, and that is it completed. And that's how I normally paint this kit, but we're going to do it completely different this time. Completely different. Okay. All right. That's what's great about these kits is they're so versatile. You can do so many different things with them. It's not, it's whatever you want to do, whatever your taste is. All right, so we're going to just space this out. Where's my little dot? There's my dot. Don't want to lose my dot. I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to, I think that's good. Okay. Hey, thanks, Sherry. Sherry, did you do this one? I think I did this as a kit. There is a make and take, didn't I? Seems like I did this one. Did you do this one? I can't remember. I know I did it at a retirement home. But I don't remember if I did one up at Unvaulted with this one. This is so sweet. Oh, thank you, Marcia. All right, so let me see here. I gotta get this centered and at about the same height as the other one. There we go. I did use the words on another kit. Yes, I did. I don't remember what I did with it, but I did something different. I don't see it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh. But I'm pretty sure I did do this with, well, I know I did it at a retirement home. They hired me to come in and do a project with a bunch of the ladies. Yes, that is the game changer with our kids. There is no ooze, no glue oozing out, getting all over your project. You don't have to mess with super glue or anything. Everything has this, it's 3M sticky back tape, and it is incredible stuff. Like I said, it does not come off. I've had these in between our two doors, and it gets very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter, and nothing happens. They do not move. Okay. So there we go. That is the kit. Okay. That's what you would get with the kit. Yes, I love these. Yes, Mom did help me with that one because we weren't sure how many we were going to get. We were told we could have like 30 people, I think. We ended up only with like 12 or 15, so it wasn't so bad. I could have done that one on my own, but it was fun. Mom was there and we had a good time. The ladies were great. They did a very good job. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to paint some beads, the green and the pink, to make our beaded hanger. And let's see, we've got a couple of skewers that I like to paint with my beads with. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, so we're going to do 7 of each. Yep, okay, we got 7 of that one. Now what I do is I do put my skewers and I put a little wad of hot glue down here at the bottom so that they do not, go all the way down. And then you can just paint your beads quite easily doing this. I should have saved my green brush, but that's okay. We'll get another one out. Okay. May have enough paint. We'll see. All right. So, and then I just kind of spin them as I paint them. They spin, and that's okay. Then they're turning for me, so I can, try to get them covered. Looks like I have one that's a little bit smaller. That's okay. So we're having a company picnic where I work. And I have been tasked with, well, I shouldn't say that. I volunteered to do the kids' crafts. So, of course, we're going to do some fun. I don't know what we're doing yet. I got to see how many kids and what ages we have. but I can't wait. That's going to be fun. And one of my other friends slash followers slash coworker, Kim, if you're on here, I'm not sure, I haven't seen her name yet, but Kim is a fellow crafter, and she's going to assist with it. Okay, so that one is done. I don't know where to stick it. Let's stick it right there. I think it'll stay. Yep. Okay. And now let's get a pink brush or a brush for the pink. Just got to get the right size. This one should work. Yeah, that'll work. And now we're going to do our pink. Or red or whatever color this is. This is a odd color. It's a pinky red or reddish pink. However you want to say it. Hello, the Golden Bell, Nancy Bell Grice. Welcome, welcome. More of the pink. Tracy knows that, well, I shouldn't say she knows, but she has said to me that one of these times when I stick that paintbrush in my mouth to grab something, I'm going to stick the wrong end in. And she's probably right. One of these days, that's probably going to happen. Good thing I only use acrylic paint. It's non-toxic, so other than looking a little silly, I think it'd be fine. What's your all's favorite way to paint beads? This is my favorite way because it's not messy. I don't like to get paint. Well, I mean, I get paint all over my hands, but to like put them in a baggie and swish them around, or that to me is very messy, and I don't like that. What's your favorite way to do beads? All right, so we are done with paint, and our timer is going off again, and that is Janice Zay. Janice Zay, you have an entry to Happy Mail. I'm going to pull my beads back here, and we're going to dry these real quick. Sherry, this is your favorite way too? To me, it's just easy, and it's not messy. And, you know, you can spend a lot of time, and you can really individually paint them, but my crafts, I don't care, because they're very, you know, I usually distress things. I'm not going to with this, I don't think, because I like the crispness of the paper and stuff. So for a change, I'm not going to distress it, which is kind of not me, but I like it how it looks right now. It's very clean and crisp. Okay, I think we got that dry. I'm kind of move them around a little bit, separate them. Yeah. I think it's an awesome way to paint beads. Yes. You paint them the same way I do. Yeah, that's my favorite way to do it. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. Let's bring some twine over. I'm debating. I think we're just going to use the thin twine. Normally I use the really thick twine when I'm making my hangers here. But since we are going to do these with beads, it would be hard to do. How do I want to do this? Yeah, we're going to do it this way. I'm debating. Bear with me one moment, please. So we're going to come in this way. I'm not doing this way I normally do it, so that's why I had to stop and think for a minute. All right, so I'm going to tie a bunch of knots in this because this twine is thin, and I want it to not go back through my hole. So all of our door hangers come with the 2 holes in the top, and so you can easily put a hanger. And if you don't want the hangers to show, you can put a bow over the top of it, or the holes to show, which I'm going to do. So that's why I'm not too worried about what this looks like with the knot showing. But I can't tie a knot in the same place. I think that should be good. Let's see. I better do one more. All right, that should be good. We're going to cut off our excess here. I got an extra knot, but like I said, it's going to get covered up, so I'm not going to worry about it. And we're going to... Now, I will give you a hint. When I did my... Oh, I missed a spot. We're going to have to go back and touch up that black. I just noticed I missed 2 spots. I didn't paint it down far enough. Let's see. I'm going to make this kind of big so I have plenty of room for my knot. But when I was cutting my holes out, if you've got a pair of these little scissors, I know they're really for, cutting thread and things like that, but they worked really good to get in those tight little spots. All right, so my trick for stringing beads, I know Miss Tracy sent me a bead threader. Honestly, I don't know how to use it. I gotta practice with it a little bit. But I like to use my glue. I just put a little bit of hot glue, makes your end stiff. We're going to pull these off, and we're just going to alternate them. You always want an even number of beads. An even number makes your, it'll hang between the knots. Actually, you know what? I wanted to do a knot. I forgot. Let me do that. I could put a bead on the front, but I'm going to cover it up with a bow, so it's not going to, you won't see it. Let me tie a knot here to hold our beads. No, not there, not there, not there. Let me scoot back here a minute. I don't want our beads to go behind the sign. And I did that in the wrong spot. Darn it. Will our beads go over it? Let's see. Yes, they will. Good. Since I messed it up. I want it lower than that. There we go. I think that's a good spot. I want it just above the sign. Is where our beads will start. So I'm just going to keep pulling my knot down there. There we go. Okay. Well, let's try this again. I'm not sure how many we're going to put on here, but we're going to see. Oops, we got 2 stuck together with paint. I do too. I do too, Sherry. I thought this was pretty. I thought it just looked so refreshing, I guess is the word. I need to put a little more glue on my twine here. It's getting a little wiggly. Yeah, let's put just another drop of glue on here. You let it cool for just a minute so it doesn't burn you. And I do not do this with my Ryobi because it's too hot. I only do it with my little one. Let's see. I think we might need them all. Okay, we got 7 minutes. Yep, that's about perfect. Okay, so we're going to tie a knot as close as I can to the end of the beads. All right, so that will work. Now what that's going to do is that's going to stop the beads from going down behind my sign. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this a little tighter because I'm going to try to get that right up in there. going to tie about 3 or 4 knots. Then we've got to make a bow. Hey, Karen. Like I said, I usually do this with a thicker twine, but with stringing the beads, that's not going to be possible. So that's why we're using this thinner twine. So I'll have to tie several knots to get our knot big enough so it doesn't pull through. Not going to be big enough. I think maybe one more. Thanks, Karen. All right, that should be good. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. All right, so now let's do our bow. Okay, so I want to pull in some of that red raffia, of course. Let's do that. So we're just going to go back and forth with our raffia. Now this is not natural raffia. This is actually just a paper. I get it on Amazon. It's very inexpensive. Karen Nicely, you are the next entry for Happy Mail. Well, I stopped my watch. Why is it still going? There. Okay. Another piece of twine. And we're just going to tie the center of our twine. Got 4 minutes to make a bow. I can do it. Okay, we got our little raffia. Okay, we are going to use my burlap. You know I love my burlap. Again, I get this at Hobby Lobby. Get it when it's on sale. Because it's $9.99 for the bundle, or for the whole roll. So you want to pick it up when it's on sale. I'm going to dovetail our ends. Okay, we got that one. Then I have the sweet watermelon ribbon. And I did buy this last year, but I do know they still have it this year. I did see it. It's at Hobby Lobby. And it should be, it's in the spring, so it should be all, I think spring is now, don't quote me, but I want to say it's at least 40 off. It might be 50 or 60 off. So this was $4.99, so you can get it at least for 40% off. So I'm going to dovetail the ends of this as well. And just for good measure, because it's me and it's buffalo plaid, I'm going to throw some buffalo plaid in here too. Okay. So again, this kit is available on our website. The price on the website is shipped to your door, includes shipping. All right, so now let's go ahead and tie this. So to tie it, we're going to fold our ends in thirds. Okay, kind of cheating it down a little bit. We're going to do the buffalo plaid next. And then we're going to do our watermelon. Okay, and then we're going to lay our raffia right over the center. Flip the whole thing over. Start to tie it. But before we pull it tight, we're going to gather it with our fingers, since we're working with wide ribbon. Check to make sure our raffia is in the right place, which it is not. It is slipped to the bottom of our bow. I'm going to pull it back up before I tighten it. Then we're going to double knot it. And yes, Mom just posted the kit again. You're a pro at bow making. I've made a few, Sherry. Okay, so there's our cute little bow. We're going to put that on there, but we're going to add some floral. And I thought for this one, we're going to go a little more than we normally do. We're going to add these. Maybe, if I can find my, yes, okay. Because I thought those kind of matched. Well, now that I see it, no, they don't. I don't like those. We're just going to go with our normal. Okay, these I get at Hobby Lobby. Where'd my wire go? There it is. I get all the stuff out and then I bury it as I'm going. Okay, so I'm just going to overlap them. And then I'm going to take my wire and go around and wrap them real tight. Okay, get that all twisted on. I'm going to flip my bow back over, lay this across, one string up, one string down, and double knot it. I'm all thumbs, I can't get it to work. Okay, so there's our cute little bow. It's just got a hint of the floral. We're going to go ahead and staple it on, and we are almost out of time. Okay, so I just go in that back loop. And there you have it. There's our cute, cute little watermelon sign. Okay, so make sure you stick around. I'm not sure who's up next, but I am sure they're going to be fabulous. And Craft Around the Clock is from early morning till late at night, Monday through Friday. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.